5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, and it's with my guest co-host, Mr. Wesley Woods, and me, your favorite host with the sassy most, as we chat about life during...
Thank you for being...
Boulevard.
Life is a banquet, and most poor suckers are starving to death.
I'd like to propose a toast.
This is On the Rocks with Alexander, where I drink with your... Lean back and raise a glass to On the Rocks.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Lord have mercy. So, this is Face It. Masks are sexy, especially if you have wrinkles or resting bitch face, of which it's the only piece of clothing that they're wearing, but they're wearing it. Today's show is brought to you by JustFor.Fans, the award-winning on their site. You can't put a dollar amount on what is right. Right? Okay. The listeners around the nation on every major podcast platform, including iHeartRadio and Pandora, Gay Binge TV, and on the Facebook page and Amazon Fire TV at outat.tv, and on HereTV.com and YouTube's Planet Sierra Briss. I don't care. I will zoom in and show up info at Wesley Woods, awards favorite, winning 9 on the stand-up comedy circuit with performances at the Laugh Factory, Ontario Improv, Ice House, and with Roast Battle at the Kahara. He can also be seen alongside adult film star Sylvia Sage in episodes of Sexy Funny Raw on YouTube. Please welcome Mr. Wesley Woods. Wow, oh my goodness.
That was a mouthful, and I know you can't get haircuts, so here we are. And I thought it would be a great time to grow out the beard. I'm trying to get into this like mullet look right now. I think I was considered a daddy at 29.
Well, that is a porn standard when you turn like hair. What sparked that decision?
It was just I don't know, a couple of things. Just time, and I just kind of felt like I needed a little bit of a break, and yeah, I kind of just stopped filming studio porn.
Kathy Griffin, how was that acting process different than anything you've ever done in your career?
So one of the things I loved about in front of the camera, you're also learning things that are happening behind the camera, like sound bites to voiceover work, to you're really getting to learn it hands-on, which I feel like a lot of people who are chasing that entertainment actor hair, kind of knowing how I was going to have to show up. It was going to be work while I was there, but I will tell you, I was not prepared for the amount of work that stage, memorizing lines, blocking. I mean,
stage with some big powerhouse names. I mean, from the John Waters legacy, Tracy Lords and Mink Stoll, and it was also Tracy's stage debut as well. Everything that she's done, she has never set foot on stage. What were the feels like opening night?
Holy crap, here we go, right? I mean, it's opening night, and the rehearsal time, because of when the show fell at the end of January, it was such a tight rehearsal schedule because of the holidays and then the new year and so on. And I've heard that, that sometimes is what happened. Actually flew all the way out from Texas I was nervous, but we had a great cast. Everyone was in the back, holding hands, the whole circle. Like, we got this, we do this, like, we're here together, and stage with each and every performer that I did, because everyone really came together and put on a show.
Well, I love it, and I can't wait to see it, and everybody's going to be able to view it soon, and you're going to help me co-host today's show, because, you have some insight as to the biz. In fact, you have performed with our very first guest. Let's bring him on. Proud NYC resident Bruce Beckham is a decade-spanning, multi-award-winning, industry-leading porn star, Pitbull advocate, Pitbull the animal, not the rapper, and activist. He starred in over 50 award-winning adult films and nabbed multiple Grabbies, straight-up gay porn awards, and Gay VN trophy. And he won the trophy for Best Supporting Actor in Nakedsword's The Slutty Professor. I love a good parody, by the way. Bruce has spearheaded and produced a porn star voting PSA, personally fundraised thousands of dollars for COVID-19 relief, and donated hundreds of his OnlyFans subscriptions in exchange for donations to Black Lives Matter. And I was one of those subscriptions, by the way, because I'm a huge fan. Please welcome Bruce Beckham.
Hi, you guys.
Hey, Bruce. And you're on NYC time. You're like in party evening time.
I'm usually in bed doing something at this point.
Well, I've seen your OnlyFans, I know. Now, Bruce, you have been in the industry for a number of years, like we said, decades spanning. How has the industry changed the most since your very first days on the scene?
I mean, honestly, the biggest, I get asked this question a lot, and there's two major things. One is the advent of social media. So now I'm able to interact directly with fans I might never have come in contact with. Porn used to be exactly that, studio porn. So they were in charge of PR. You would get a Instagram. You're talking to people halfway around the world who are fans of yours that you would have never had an opportunity to do so before. So that's really cool. And it sort of puts the burden of PR on oneself as well. I can promote myself through these social media forums in a way that I never could before.
Have that kind of intimate access. And we know, just like sci-fi fans, just like CW fans, porn fans can be very fanatic. I mean, that's the word, and can be very involved. They can also be somewhat haters on social media because it's so easy. That kind of privacy is kind of taken away.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, that's the trade-off. You get to directly interact with people, but you have to know what comes with that. You have to know if you're putting yourself out there into the world that people are going to have access to you. So you just get good at setting boundaries, and you get good at realizing that what a total stranger says on the internet, it doesn't really mean anything. It's just glyphs on a screen. There's someone typing in their room somewhere. It doesn't mean anything. It has nothing to do with me.
Or saying, do the dishes. So,
they just want another cup of Easy Mac that their mom is making them. That's all. They're just hungry.
Hey, girl, I'm hungry all the time, and I love a good Easy Mac. Now, do you remember day one? Do you remember day one on set, your very first day of filming, and what you were going through?
100%. I did a movie for Blue Blake. The co-star was Robert Van Dam, who was a straight Czechoslovakian hockey star that had immigrated.
I remember him quite
well.
It turns out he had actually fled his native country because he was allegedly wanted in some robberies and thefts. So here he is in the US shooting porn. I just remember they drove us out to a ranch that was used for porn shoots somewhere out in the valley outside of LA. And I remember sitting in this sofa. They were setting up cameras and whatnot. I was looking at this really hot guy, Robert Van Dam, thinking, oh my God, I'm getting paid to suck this dude's dick. This is pretty awesome. And it was pretty easy for me. If you react on camera, make it small, because this looks like this on camera. So he was just make it small, make it intimate, but it was a lot of fun.
Oh gosh, I'm always doing the opposite.
That opposite.
Say that again?
I'm always the opposite.
Well, listen, there's a market for everything, right?
I love you.
Well, and plus, Wesley, like, you bring a lot of comedy to your scenes too, so you were often put in comedic.
Intentionally or not.
Yeah, that's true. He's like,
hey,
shucks.
I'll say this: me and Bruce Beckham scene.
Well, there's two of our people in one scene, and it was so romantic. I've always
Buff and Scruff or something like. It was with Shishi.
Yeah, it was Shishi. It was like one of the few times in the coffee in the morning. Hey, babe. There was no subtext of like someone's cheating on someone. It was just a very straightforward.
No.
Good morning, babe. Let's have morning sex.
Oh my God! If y'all haven't seen the scene, you need to go see it.
It's
super hot.
smoldering.
Yeah.
It's smoldering. I personally like the one where you play a TSA.
I end up pulling anal beads out of someone who's gone through the TSA.
I know. Well, hey, you're just making sure that it wasn't a bomb.
Well, it's probably very true to life. I'm sure there are people that have tried.
Active in political and social causes. And during the summer, we have seen adult film stars outed for their racist comments and even Trump support. Now, isn't that their business? Why
you want to have, right? That's America, free speech. But it also means you have to pay the consequences for whatever that opinion is. And if your particular opinion is, I think other people should be treated less and other people don't deserve the same rights as me, and I'm just going to be a selfish motherfucker, people are going to take you to task about it. And you should be aware, opinion about it, and be able to either defend yourself or take the hits that come with it.
You're watching, jerking off to it too. I mean, there's money going somewhere. So it's not neutral. You're directly supporting and funding someone.
I can't stand it when sometimes when fans pop up with, oh, no one's here to hear you talk, just go back to have, and I can use it to some small degree to influence the world toward better good. I'm going to do that. You know, you don't
musicians, about actors, and it's like, look what industry is being used the most during quarantine and COVID is the entertainment industry, the porn industry. Everybody is participating. So yes, you have a right to have a voice because everybody's watching.
And that whole idea of you should keep your mouth shut and just do the thing that we know you for, whether it be you're a singer or an actor or whatever, it's always so one-sided, because you can then immediately point to people who share the same political beliefs as the critique, as the critic, but it's okay for them to say it. But anyone with an opposing view, just stick to what you do.
Oh, God bless Scott Baio supporting Trump.
Well, I mean,
everybody in New York was sick.
We're always fucking ground zero for everything, and it's because it's the best city in the world, and so many people live here, and it's a melting pot of cultures and so many wonderful things. But as an international airport, we were some of the first to get the cases in. You know, I've got to be honest, March and April were really rough. Every couple hours you could hear an ambulance screaming by. If you lived anywhere near a hospital, you saw ambulances lined up. During some of those first months, I would drop off food to ER workers who were working 16-hour shifts and didn't have a chance to go out and grab a bite to eat. Food trucks parked outside of the same hospitals and gave food away for free to these New Yorkers. So it was really, the impression was really made on us that something serious was going on. And that wasn't the case for, you know, some of the country, especially the flyover states in the middle. They weren't seeing the cases that we've seen on the coasts. So to them, it's just this invisible monster that's allegedly a problem. But, you know, for better or for worse, living in New York, we saw it firsthand all the time. And it really motivated me to take it seriously and to try to do something about it. And not just me, everyone around me. You know, New Yorkers are great for chipping in when there's a crisis and really lifting each other up.
Yes, they are.
So, you know, everywhere I looked was somebody giving a hand to somebody else who needed it. It was really beautiful to see, because that's what you're supposed to do when there's a time of crisis, right?
Agree, absolutely.
Pick you up after they've cursed you up. So,
Bruce,
Bruce,
LA and New York in a nutshell is a Los Angelino will look at you not wearing a mask and say something bitchy under their breath and walk away, and in New York will be, "Hey, you fucking schmuck, put your mask on." But what they're really trying to do is help you live longer.
That's exactly it. It's all about the delivery. Bruce, how has love and dating changed for you while working in the industry for the last decade?
So I said for the longest time that I wasn't going to date while I was doing this work, because, you know, my definition of a relationship for the majority of time meant I was only going to be with someone else, and I didn't think it was fair for them to have to share me with the world. That definition has evolved to a degree, but I made a deliberate decision not to date. Or if I dated, it would only be someone in the industry because they would really get it. They would know what the gig is. I've run into my fair share of people who wanted to date me because they were actually fans and they didn't really want to get to know the real me.
That's odd.
But, you know, dating is a bitch for everyone. I don't want to sound like a victim here. Yeah. Dating is hard no matter what you do, right? So, you know, I've had some hits and misses, and you know, I'm fortunate enough I'm seeing someone now who really gets what I do for work, understands that it's a career like anything else, and one of the reasons we're dating is I asked him as a joke, but also as a text. I won't say what he does for work, but it's a pretty important, respectable job. I said, "What will people say if someone like you marries a porn star?" And he said, "Well, I would hope they would think it was an interesting combination," which I thought was really cool and really.
Oh my God, it's Mike Pence. Is it Mike Pence?
Girl, Bob, we're gonna hang up on him right now.
Lindsey Graham, don't tell anybody.
Oh, he's in trouble. Oh God, if only some people would come out. Speaking of coming out, what was your coming out story, both for your sexuality and also career-wise?
So I came out in Christian high school in 1990, my senior year, and it was not received well. Neither with my family nor with my friends at the time, but I had grown up in such an oppressive religious environment. There was a point at which I knew I either have to stick up for myself or I'm going to break in half. Yeah. And so that's what I did. I came out to my best friend who stopped talking to me the next day. I came out to some other close friends. I came out to my parents. Nobody was giving me a round of applause, but at that point I had met one or two people who had helped impress upon me that that moment wasn't going to be forever. So I found allies. I found people that had my back, and I learned to find safe spaces, and eventually grew from there. You know, my heart breaks for kids that are living in countries where they can't come out safely. You know, I always encourage people to come out if they can. I think it's the single best thing you can do for gay rights, but it's also the single best message you can tell yourself, because you're literally saying, who I am has respect and deserves dignity. And I don't need to apologize for who I am. But that's hard when you live in countries where you can literally be killed just for identifying yourself as gay. As far as coming out as a porn star,
because that's true. You got to come out twice.
Yeah, you know,
you do.
Here's the thing. I've never made a pronouncement to my family about it. I think some of my family, you know, because when people ask this question, do people know? The subtext is always your family, because they feel like families are the ones that are gonna have the biggest problem with it.
Right.
You know, I have some family members that kind of don't care what I'm up to as long as I'm healthy and happy. I have some family members that sort of already know that I'm living the non-traditional path, and so they don't poke around so much. Once a family member who knew I wasn't doing my previous career for a couple of years started poking around and said, hey, I know you're not doing that thing anymore for work. What are you doing? And I said, you know what? Thank you so much for being concerned about my financial well-being. That means a lot to me. And I just really want to impress upon you that everything is okay and I'm okay financially. And it's sweet of you to ask.
Bruce, you're such a good
I love that. That's such a great
I
answer.
love just hearing your stories, listening to how your mind works. Before we let you go, like, I just want to say thank you so much for being part of the Mask for Mask campaign that we did. If you guys haven't seen it who are watching the live show, you can go onto Nakedsword.com.
We have a treat.
Yeah. Are we going to play it?
And we have a treat. We're playing it at the end of the show, so everybody stay tuned, because we are giving you
I
a
love
peek
it.
at the video.
Bruce,
So stay tuned.
I mean, you're such a great talker. We literally have you narrating. It's so amazing.
I was going to say, pay special attention to the guy who seems to be the tent pole of the commercial.
Yeah.
I love it. I want you to record like my outgoing voicemail.
I mean,
it would sound so manly and sexy.
I'll put it out there right now. I'm happy to record the audio version of your autobiography when you publish it.
Ross Matthews. There we go. Okay, we're gonna play. Before we let you go, we're gonna play a quick rapid fire. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What is a film parody porn that you would love to be in?
Terms of endearment.
Oh, that's so good. It's so good. It's a tearjerker, or just a jerker. What adult film star who has retired do you miss the most and wish you could film a new scene with?
Oh, my first thought was dead or alive, but that's a really fucked up thing to say. Matthew Rush.
Oh yeah. Oh God, yes. Least favorite exercise to do at the gym, since we know you're keeping fit.
Squats. I fucking hate squats because they're murder on my knees, but you just gotta do it.
Yeah, but that view, it's like, I hate to see you go, but I love to see you go. What would your drag name be?
Hell of a bottom Carter.
She's been thinking about this
Tim
one.
Burton. Yeah, Tim
anyway,
Burton would be so excited.
Nobody gave me these questions ahead of time. This is all just off the
I
top.
know, it's really good.
Yeah, but it's so good. Okay, what's a fun category you would add to the adult industry award shows?
Compulsive eating porn.
Oh,
Is that just me?
No, that's me right after a scene when I bottomed. I'm like
just if they could film with secret camera us going back to our hotel rooms after a shoot and just watching Postmates bring everything.
Totally.
It's like Chipotle. All right, and final question in honor of the Mask for Mask campaign, what would you say to a Karen standing next to you not wearing a mask?
Bitch, put your fucking mask on.
Cover that face, girl.
Yeah.
Yes. Bruce, tell our audience where you want them to find you and follow you.
So you can follow me on Twitter, Bruce Beckham XXX. And if you want what I hope you'll want, check out my OnlyFans, which is onlyfans.com/Bruce Beckham XXX.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Bruce,
it's keeping me going through pandemic, I'll tell you that much.
I love you too.
We
Thanks
love you,
for having me
Bruce.
on,
Thank
guys.
you so much.
Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
He's so
All right,
hot,
our next guest. Oh my God, he is smoking, daddy. Our next guest, Dillon, is a New York City-born Puerto Rican boy, currently based in Las Vegas, and for the past 3 years, he's been growing as a performer in the gay, bi, trans, and even a little straight porn. Soon to take on some writing and directing projects, as well as continued advocacy and activism for people of color in adult entertainment. He's quoted as saying, "Versatility is my talent, not just top or bottom, but male, female, trans, they, them, us. Sex is sex, and love is love. No labels, we're in a free zone. Please welcome Dillon Diaz.
Dillon!
Hey, girl. Guy, sorry, I'm dealing with like macho men. I'm a hey, girl.
Yeah.
How are you?
Who?
There you are.
I'm here. I'm great. How are you?
Good. Oh, look at those glasses. We got a studious one here.
Yeah.
So, Dillon,
I'm
we know
very
you grew up. You grew up in NYC. What was your childhood like? What kind of kid were you? Were you the jock, the class clown? Were you in band? What was going on?
I was a wallflower. I was shy. I was an introvert. I kept to myself. I played with dolls. I just did my own little thing. I was in my own world.
I love
Oh,
that.
Yeah, but I could totally see that because you do have this like reserved kind of staunch quality. I can see that. Now, when did you start realizing that your sexuality was a little different from everybody else?
When did I don't know. Pretty early on, I realized I was a little bit different, but I didn't really know what it was until maybe high school. When I started looking at boys and I was like, oh, I guess I'm gay. No, actually,
I gotta try some wrestling team.
I knew sooner than that. We didn't have wrestling teams in New York.
Oh my God. Why
No.
not?
It's
Called Central Park after 2 a.m.
I wasn't allowed.
Yeah. Come on. We're talking about high school, girl.
That's true. That's true. Girl, I didn't come out till I was in college, and it was like, gimme. Dillon, who was your first boy kiss?
Who was my first boy kiss? I mean, I know who it was, but nobody knows him. He was the guy I went to school with. His name was Kevin.
Oh.
Was it sweet? Was it awkward? Like, spill the tea.
Oh, it was so sweet. I thought I was in love. I really thought I was in love. It was really, really, really sweet. It was really sweet. It was in high school. We kind of snuck around and we would do it in the teacher's elevator.
Oh my God, that is so cute.
That's
now
so
it's a
cute.
show
I'm so
called
jealous.
Love Simon.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Similar.
Yes.
But we didn't have a great big coming out party after or anything like that. It was, we're like, "We're out of here."
We didn't get a show on Hulu, but okay. So, hot topic alert. I'm going to take advantage that you're here because you have been such a loud, positive voice in terms of advocacy, equality. Hot topic alert. Adult Film Awards will have categories like Best Ethnic Studio or Best Latin, Best Asian, Best Black Studio Production Company. I know from firsthand from some of the award organizers that they've gone back and forth, including the categories, because some see it as racist, but some also see it as focusing on the work of racially diverse actors and studios who might not get that representation otherwise. I see both sides of it. What is your take?
It is a really complicated topic, and I'm trying to figure this out
It is.
myself as well. I kind of come from I just want to be recognized with everyone else. I don't know why we need to be separate, but I understand that if we don't have a separate category, we may not be recognized at all. So I get why, but I feel like in a perfect world, it would all be mixed together and everyone would get the same recognition. There wouldn't be a different scale. We'd all be on the same scale.
And I guess the root of the issue is that studios need to have more representation in their big films. They need to make big stars out of these performers that are quite talented, I might add. Mm-hmm. Maybe they put everybody else to shame, and that's why, oh, God.
Well, and I think it'd be really great if we could actually have an award show that is based around the sex industry, trans, straight, gay, bi, have everyone there, a table representing the industry as a whole. There's no one that has come to do that yet, which I find very sad.
Which is interesting because all of the bi stuff and the trans stuff is kind of lumped in with the straight stuff. It's not, in the gay awards, it's like just gay, yep. And that's it. But if you do trans work or bi work, it's a whole other award show, and it's almost like we're like a cousin or something. That's like we're sitting in the back. We're not really. We're there because they have to let us in, but we're not really being recognized.
All right, so let's talk about bisexual videos. I remember when one of the main sites included a bisexual video for the first time. A lot of the gays went crazy. They were so mad, saying, why is there a woman in this video? In fact, I think your friend, Miss Sylvia Sage, was in that scene. Wes. And the same goes with trans content. Do you think inclusion is getting better in the industry? Because you have become very inclusive with who you film with. Do you think that main studios are taking note of that and being more inclusive in their content?
It really depends on it depends on the fan base, who's watching it. Like you said, a lot of the fans were upset. They didn't want to see a woman. But it's so strange. I kind of feel like, in 2020, why are we using labels and separating things so much? I mean, like, sexuality is sexuality, love is love, people are people. Why is everything like so separate? I'll be honest, I'll tell you a quick story. I had my first time being with a woman was on camera.
Your first what?
My first time being with a woman, it was on camera.
What?
I didn't know that.
No, yeah, it was my first time. And it was a bi scene, and I didn't want to disappoint the other male performer who brought me into this. I was like, okay, you just got to do a good job. Do a good job. Don't embarrass him. And I actually loved it. And I felt like, oh my God, I've been missing out for all these years. And then I started questioning my own sexuality. It's like, well, am I straight? And I'm like, nah, I'm not straight. But I'm bi. And now I just kind of like not using labels. And I feel like I wish that's the direction that we were moving in, where we could just have one big happy show where we were all there, like the straight folks, the gay, the bi, the trans, all in one show, and just having a great time, and all of our work was being recognized together, and we were all, mingling and chatting and having a good time and toasting it up and all of that stuff.
Yeah, cheers, sweet. I'm gonna cheers to that. Well, and let's face it, sex feels good. I mean, it's a pleasurable act. That's why we have it so much. And there are different levels of bisexuality. There's relationship bisexuality. There's sex bisexuality, and there's all these levels. There's emotional bisexuality, where you're maybe not having sex, but you are in a relationship emotionally.
I mean, there's even asexuality,
There's that too.
Yeah, there is that. It's like, what do you do with your free time? I don't even know. You know what's funny? I can watch straight porn. In fact, I love watching straight porn. I don't mind a woman in the scene. What I don't like is when they have like an extra woman, or a woman who plays the character, like the mom in the background making the funny faces, or like the grandma. When there's like a script and a story, it's like, get that woman out of there. She needs to be doing something. Take off your clothes. Like, that's what gets me.
No, you don't like extras in your porn, is what you're saying.
No extras.
But I like the stories. But it's weird when there's a woman and like two guys are doing it like in front of her salad. I'm like, that is so disrespectful. That's a salad. Okay, Dillon, what could and does set you off when working with a co-star? Something that they do that just sets you at ill ease, and you still have to do the scene.
I mean, I just dislike it when people come to set ill-prepared for their job, whether they're not clean, or they don't know their lines, or they don't have the right wardrobe, or, parts of their body are not working right. I mean, that kind of stuff annoys the crap out of me, because I always come prepared. And so I'm like, if I'm doing it, why can't you be prepared? So that's my main thing.
I think that's a good one, though. Yeah, I mean, like, work is work, and time is money, and we all want to get in and get off and get out.
There you go.
Yeah, and sometimes the shoots can go on for hour after hour after hour, and you have to perform and perform. What do you do after coming home from a long day of filming? Like what's your ritual?
Oh gosh, okay, so it's usually a long drive for me, and I will listen to podcasts so I don't fall asleep. For some reason, podcasts keep me more awake than listening to music does. I'll stop at McDonald's, and then when I finally get home, I drop my bags on the floor and watch TV, or take a nap, or catch up on my, all my social media, and see what's going on in the world.
Oh my God, marry me. Number one, we'd be listening to podcasts, we'd be eating McDonald's, and we could watch TV. You are a dream.
I know, he sounds so like simple and sweet.
I am really.
I know.
You are, I know you are. You're one of the sweethearts in the industry for sure, without a question.
But you are a sweetheart in your posts, and there's a sincerity you have in all of your scenes that is so available. And I think that's why what makes you such a fan favorite is that intimacy is very real for you, and you're not playing at a persona. You're very real and available in your scenes. And I think that leaps off of the screen in such a positive way.
Yeah, I think it's super beautiful too that you've allowed yourself to explore your sexuality while being in an industry that, I mean, that's an option, and you're making money, and that's just so powerful in its own too.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't plan this. I wasn't like, okay, I'm going to be a porn star when I grow up. It just I fell into it, and I don't know how to fake it. Like, I just do what feels right, and I realize sometimes you got to play it up a little bit, but I can't really fake the entire thing. Like, I think for people to like it, or for be able to relate to it, it has to be kind of real. It has to look like I'm enjoying myself, and we're totally into each other, and this is exactly what we would do, alone with each other,
Now, how did you break into the industry? What was your introduction?
Wow. Okay. So I'm a career changer. When I get bored with one thing, I'm very happy to just move on to the next thing. I have no fear about that. I just do it. And so I was in between careers in New York City, and I started go-go dancing. And when you're go-go dancing, you interact with porn stars all the time. It's like they're like kind of parallel worlds. And I met a lot of these guys, like Wesley, and I was like, wow, these guys are normal and they're cool and they're sweet and they're fun and like they're just making a living and having a good time and creating some art, hopefully, or at least something hot to look at, something that's going to stimulate someone in some way. And I feel like I can do this. And so I tried it and liked it and decided to keep going with it. But it's been quite a journey. It's really been quite a journey. Learned a lot.
And you're so good at it. And hey, if you want to go into something else, you could become a podcaster.
Yeah.
I don't have the personality for that, but I mean, it's fun. I admire what you do. I think it's great.
Okay, Dillon, single or are you dating somebody?
I'm seeing someone right now, but it's very, very new. Very, very new.
Now, do they know you from your work, or how do you bring that into the conversation? Do you bring that in date 1, date 2, date 3? Wait till they move in? Like, when is this conversation happening?
I never hide it. It's always on the table right from the start. I don't want them to like get attached to me and then figure it out and then suddenly like change their minds. They know right from the beginning. And if they're cool with it, they're cool with it. If they're not, then they weren't the one.
Next.
Okay, what are some of the biggest red flags when you're dating somebody new that you really pay attention to?
Red flags. Let's see.
Hopefully he's listening right now.
I'm taking notes. Oh yeah, no. Your boo's probably listening. He's like, oh crap.
I don't know. I like attention. If you spend time with me and you talk to me and you respond to me and we have good, conversations, like interesting conversations that are varied about lots of different topics, then I'm in. When I find someone who's kind of cold or turned off or unavailable, that's kind of like a red flag for me, because like I love hard. When I find someone I really like, I love hard. And so I've decided not to love hard if I don't feel like I'm going to get some of it back. So,
oh my God, you're like a dream. You're like Prince Charming.
Then why am I still single? I don't know.
Well, because honey, good things, don't just get passed around to everybody. Well, I mean, they can for the right price, but that's a different story. That's not love.
Now, in the how you're filming straight, I know that there was a period of time where male performers that would appear in straight porn, if they ever would go and film a gay scene or even a bi scene, then all of a sudden they were ostracized. Yeah. Is that still the case, or is there a little weirdness going on, or what's happening?
I feel like that's still the case, but doors are slowly opening for a little bit of bisexuality. Like the straight scenes that I've done weren't, they've been threesomes where it was a guy and a girl. And like, we're both focused on the girl, but if our hands touch, then it's okay. If, they'll play with it, they'll push it a little bit, Yeah. I mean, I think there have been a couple of times where on the straight set, we winded up kissing or giving each other blowjobs or something like that. And they were kind of like testing it out to see how the audience would feel about it, which was cool. I hope they liked it.
Do you have backlash?
College all over again.
Do you have backlash from fans on either side?
I have, good question. God, because I think I've only been doing this for about 3 years, and so I wasn't exclusively gay ever. Like I was always very early on, I ventured into bi and trans, and so my fans were never like, oh, they didn't get used to me doing just one thing. They knew that I was doing it all. Got it. And so if they don't like it, they don't watch it. There's plenty of other stuff for them to watch. Like if they like me doing the gay stuff, they can watch me do the gay stuff. If they like me in the base bi scenes, then they can just watch that.
Girl, you could literally read from a phone book, and I'll be watching. All right, Dillon, are you ready to play a little rapid fire with us?
Ooh, okay, let's try it.
Okay, maybe you need like a little drink, a little sip,
that would
a little
be a good idea. Sip.
I just took a gulp. It's been a long day.
Water. Yeah.
Okay, what celebrity would you love to film a scene with?
Celebrity, like mainstream or?
Yeah.
A mainstream celebrity that I would love to film a scene with. No, I mean, well, I love Meryl Streep. I don't think I'll ever be in the
Oh
same.
my God. Literally, Dylan, in my mind, I literally, in my mind
She's
right now, I literally thought, I bet you he's going to say Meryl Streep. And you just said it. That's so weird.
Amazing. I don't know if I'll ever be in the same room. We won't even go to the same party. We don't even shop at the same supermarket. But she's amazing. Amazing. If I could like be an extra in one of her movies, that would make me happy.
I'm talking about her being in one of your movies, like The
know.
Devil Wears Nada.
Over. Who's that? Who's the guy? The boy band guy who just got into porn that everybody's all like.
Aaron
like,
Carter?
Yeah, that one. I don't want to work with him.
Oh, he's doing camp shows now. Yeah, he's showing his goods.
You didn't hear about that, Wesley?
Okay.
Yeah.
I have. I just haven't seen any of it. Is it good? I mean, I do like the white trash. I really do. Hello.
I haven't seen it. I mean, I've seen him do like little solo things, but I mean, everybody does that.
Hey.
Yeah.
More power to him. Okay, you are writing an adult film about your life. What is the title?
I have a go-to title, but I'm not sure if it fits for this one, but I'm going to use it anyway because it made me laugh.
Okay.
I'm not your bitch.
I want to see that. I want to see that. And maybe Ross Matthews is an extra in that scene. I'm not your bitch. By Falcon Studios.
You know what? I'm going to bring it up in a pitch meeting. We're going to do it.
Do it. I do it. I just have like the bitchiest bottoms and Dylan. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, what's the best, worst TV show that you binged watched during quarantine?
Oh, okay. This is not a bad show. People love this show, but I wasn't into it until quarantine. The Walking Dead.
Oh, yes. Okay.
It took me 3 seasons to get into it. I was quarantined with Johnny Hill, who's another performer, and he loves the show. And like he wanted to watch it, so I watched it with him. And it took me 3 seasons to get into the characters, and then finally I was like, all right, I'm in. I need to know what's going to happen. But then I don't know what happened because I dropped out. It was too long. It was too many shows. I got tired.
Well, the last few seasons are a snooze fest, so you didn't miss much.
I've never.
Okay, who? Yeah. Who is a co-star that you have filmed with that you could see yourself dating?
Oh, God, that's rough. That's hard. I'm gonna say it, but and his name just slips my mind. Oh my gosh! Oh my God!
Describe him. Let's play this game. Let's do it.
Oh shit. Oh God. You want to be careful. Okay, I know his. No, I can't say it.
He's thinking me, but we just haven't filmed a scene together.
Yeah.
I don't know. Next question.
Okay.
This one.
Well, text me later with that name because I'm dying to know.
I want to know too.
You're gonna cast him in. I'm not your bitch. Okay. What do you fake most in a scene?
What do I fake most?
Yeah. Like some people, it's their like sex talk. Like when if they have to say baby 50 times during a scene, I'm out.
Yeah, no. I try to be a little bit more vocal. So I am vocal in real life in bed, the grunting and the moaning and the cursing and the heavy breathing. But I try and exaggerate it a little bit on film.
Okay.
Because we don't know what part they're going to use, and we want to make sure whatever part they use, they have enough sound.
Yeah, and if you're not making enough sound, they'll tell you to make sound.
Yeah. Especially if it's Chi-Chi on set. It's like, wow, bitch, you want an Oprah talk show? Like, calm down. Okay, now in honor of the Mask for Mask campaign, which you have taken part of, which we're going to watch at the end of the show, what would you say to a Karen not wearing a mask who is standing next to you?
I would basically just give her the look of death. And I think with that look, she will know what I'm thinking.
Ooh, yes. And look at that mask. You just give her that smize, that Tyra Banks look like, I'm not playing.
Like, what the hell are you doing out here? Man? She's going to kill us all.
I love it.
It's not even a word. It's a look.
Yeah, it's a look. Dillon, tell our audience where you want them to find you and follow you.
You can find me on Twitter.
Imposters.
Well, and go JustFor.Fans. JustFor.Fans is our sponsors, and we love them.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
And Dillon, thank you so much for being part of the Mask for Mask campaign. It's such an important conversation. Why is it that you felt compelled to be a part of it?
Well, it just feels like the right thing to do, and it's an important thing to do. I feel like we all want to get back to normal or the new normal, and we found that one of the ways to do it is to protect ourselves by wearing masks. And so why can't we do that? It's easy. I mean,
it's so easy.
But it's easy. Get over it. I would rather wear this, while I'm outside than have to wear a ventilator in a hospital room. It's not that hard to do. Just do it. Just do it.
I love it. Thank you so much, my
Thank
love.
you so much, Dillon. Have a good evening with your new man. Hopefully there's McDonald's in it.
Yeah, he likes McDonald's too, so there's quite possible.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, our next guest, Kade Maddox. He's a gentleman with a slight drawl and a tip of a hat. He seems like he would be as comfortable on Gone with the Wind set as he is on a porn set. He's one of the most popular and successful performers in the business. He's originally from the Gulf of Mississippi and entered the industry in 2017. He had his breakout year in 2018, appearing in scenes for numerous studios. He was nominated for Best Newcomer and Hottest Newcomer in the Fan Awards at the Gay Vienna Awards, and picked up a whopping 8 nominations at the last Grammy Awards, as well as nominations for Cybersocket and Gay Vienna Awards. Please welcome Kade Maddox.
Woo! I don't know, but
Kade.
I'm loving the setup.
Yeah, he's got the liquor going, and he has this painting. Where is
David Bowie painting? Kade, I don't even know if you mentioned it, but Kade is the reigning Gavian Performer of the Year too.
Yes, yeah. He keeps getting nominated, winning, and nominated and winning, and he's such a gentleman when you meet him in real life. I think everyone will be able to tell how sweet he is once he shows up here. Text him, girl. Let's text him. Kade, I know.
He might have had to step out to the bathroom. I mean, I had to right before the show. Nature calls sometimes. Well, Alexander, I am super excited that you are taking the time to have all the guys on and do this campaign and this for us, because again, like I said, I don't think we can beat it into people's brains hard enough that wearing a mask, A, is easy, and B, needs to be done.
Well, that's exactly right. And everybody is getting on board, which is so great to see people from every industry. How did you guys come up with this campaign?
We have a really great team at Falcon Naked Sword. I mean, from upper management to me dealing with models and some of the creative with marketing. I mean, there's a whole team. Like Sister Roma, for those that don't know, is to me a legend in our community, an icon. She works with the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, and she's also a part of our team at Falcon Naked Sword. And she originally kind of came up with this idea because we saw a lot of people earlier and throughout the summer, participating in events and going out like nothing was going on and not wearing masks. And we were seeing our numbers still here in California rising. And we knew that people would be going out during Labor Day weekend. So we thought it would be it was just imperative to try to come up and use our platforms with all the performers that we do have at our disposal. Anyone interested, to come up with this campaign to really try and spread the word. Like, if you're going to go out, at least wear a mask. But if you're not, just stay in. So, we're doing a lot of creative things at Falcon Naked Sword. Like on the weekends, we actually have weekends at Naked Sword where we have game shows. We had a Miss Pineapple pageant that raised money, and it was a fundraiser for Pineapple Support, which is a nonprofit organization in the industry that helps give out counseling and subsidize therapy sessions. We have Play, which is a game show that we do on the weekends. And we came up with this mask campaign for one of our weekend events too. And we're just going to keep it playing and have it rocking and rolling. And look who we have here.
Wow, there he is.
It is our very own Falcon exclusive and reigning performer of the year, Gavian Performer of the Year, Kade Maddox.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
We were waiting. We're like, oh, look at that room. Look at that painting. It's like, where is he, girl?
For a while, and then I was like, well, I don't know if they're coming home. So,
yeah. You know how we get? We start chatting.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
figured that. So I was just walking around.
So, Kade, with studios not filming, how have you had to change it up to keep your fans happy, also to keep your brand going? Because your brand is very powerful.
Well, studios weren't filming, but we kept filming. I kept doing OnlyFans. And actually, studios, we're about to start filming. I have a scene at the end of this month, actually. But I just asked people for their COVID tests.
Yeah. Well, all of entertainment is coming back. The sitcoms are coming back. Movies are starting to film again. It'll be very interesting to see what happens. But when you're responsible for producing your own content, it's not, you can't just get in front of the camera. Now you have to worry about the tech side of it. You have to worry about what your fans want. It's like a whole extra job on top of that. What have you learned about yourself the most during this COVID time?
What have I learned about myself the most? I get bored very easily. I like dessert with every meal.
What kind of dessert? I want to know.
Man, my favorite is like this Hershey pie. They have it at Burger King, but you can buy a big one at Ralph's.
Oh, good, because whenever I get it, I'm like, it's so small when you get it at Burger King.
The best.
Now I know it's at Ralph's.
I don't even know what y'all are talking about.
It's like a
Hershey. Oh, girl, you need to try some Hershey pie.
Oh, yeah, it's really good. It's like the best thing at Burger King, honestly.
So, Kade, we were talking about how not only did you hit the scene in a big way, you have been a top award winner consistently year after year. Your fans love you. The studios love you. The films that you're in are so good in terms of production value and story. You're in every different type of genre. What are some of the behaviors that set a successful adult film star apart from a less successful film star?
I think it's a matter of, for me, it's a great thing that I'm a little bit older in getting into the scene, because had I been younger and my mindset when I was younger, getting all this money and partying, I don't think I would have lasted long. But I'm in a mindset now where, hey, this is a business. I look at it as a business, and I want to thrive in the business. So I take it seriously. I take it as a business.
Now, how do you prepare for a long day of filming? Like, what are you doing workout wise, eating wise, mentally wise? Just like what are you doing the morning when you wake up?
So a day before filming, you don't really do anything. I've tried working out before a scene, and that is awful. You're tired by you get through your scene. That night to relax or go to the gym, whatever I want to do. But the day of, I just try to take it easy. Just eat like a light breakfast. Don't smoke too much weed. That's all just take it easy. You don't want to do too much force, and definitely don't jerk off, because then your shot is just awful. Well, mine is anyway.
Well, there's no way.
Here too, so that my load is bigger.
Well, and I have to say, I don't go to the gym for that reason. I don't want to tire myself out in case somebody needs me for a scene. Now, what happens though? Because we know you have a boo, so you tire yourself out on set. What happens when you come home and you still have to meet your
job is and support you? So on days that I get understanding everything, like he's like one of my biggest supporters, honestly.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's so sweet.
I just threw up.
He's great. I'm very good.
This Pride season has been a bit more reflective for our community. Without the Pride celebrations, without the parties, without traveling around the nation. What does Pride mean to you this year?
So for me, to the history of Pride.
Yes.
It made me, and especially with the Black Lives Matter movement going on as well, like there's a history rooted in the Black Lives Matter movement that ties to how we are able to do what we do today, how I'm able to walk into a bar, walk down Santa Monica Boulevard holding my boyfriend's hand. Another interview, it was like a written interview for Andrew Christian, And it was so much I wanted to say, I couldn't answer the question on words. So it was a lot easier for me to answer it in person, because it just kept on getting too deep when I was trying to put it into words. Or with all that.
Okay, so this election is very, very sticky, and you come from conservative America. I mean, that's your upbringing. I think that's why you're so mannerful. By the way, you have the South, small town values, and you too, Wesley. Like, you know about manners, you know about hardworking, but from that comes also conservative ideals and conservative family members and friends from the past. Have you had any conflicts dealing with people from where you grew up and your own family? Especially this year?
Are you kidding me? We don't have any issues. When I go back, like I feel like I'm more respected now than when I was a kid growing up. As a kid growing up, I guess I didn't really have like a lot of say so, or like I wasn't here, I wasn't present as an adult. But now, like, I don't learn those manners. Doesn't mean you have to take those conservative political ideals with you along the way. Like, you're allowed to grow and expand as a human being as well. And
I love that.
That's what I've done. You know, I've kept the base, the manners, the self-respect, the mutual respect, the learning how to treat people. But as far as political ideals, I'm so far away from Mississippi right now.
Yeah. Well, and Wesley, you also come from, you also come from Texas as well. So, but
I don't know. I mean, I think it's taken everyone a little bit of time, and I think, like Kate said, there's definitely, being from the South, this strong mentality of like morals and manners, but there's also a way that sometimes people in the South go about it that's still very uppity, better than, and level up. They try to level up on you in some sort of ways, and that's where I think that the Republican Party is. It's always about better than, leveling up. It's us versus them, where I don't subscribe to that mentality. I appreciate each and every person that's walking this world, and you can always learn from someone, or just take the time to hear someone's story. I mean, it could really open your eyes to like their perspective of the world we all are occupying and living in.
I think the conservatives are very just scared of people who are different and think different than them.
Yep. Well, and I know a lot of conservatives, even a friend of mine, is more concerned about his pocketbook and about that rather than human rights. It's like, this year's not about money right now.
Right.
That's a whole other show. All right, Kade, are you ready to play a little rapid fire with us?
I think I'm ready. I hope I'm ready.
Okay. All right. What superhero would you welcome into your bed? Who would be your first choice?
A superhero? Superman.
Oh, okay. Oh, the Henry Cavill version? Oh, my Lord. Except, what are two tops going to do in bed? Like sword fight? Nakedsword.com. Okay. Strangest thing.
Nakedsword.com.
Nakedsword.com. Strangest thing that you've bought online during COVID?
I bought like a lot of, what did I buy?
Your spine thing.
I bought I bought the spine thing that's supposed to align your spine. And this is the first time I've ever bought sex toys as well. Like, I bought a shit ton of stuff from FleshJack.
What kind of toys?
Oh.
That's what I did with my videos. When I wasn't able to film with anybody before I started asking for the COVID test.
Yeah.
I have this machine, and it fucking like, you just hold it and it just fucking like, you have like a button for the speed and a stroke, and it just like
it does it.
Just fucks you. Can I say that?
I don't. You did.
Well, you did. And it also mops your floor.
It's great, man. Like, it's just really hard.
Where do you put it when you're not using it? Like, do you put it in the closet? Is it in the laundry room? Is it in the kitchen? Like,
it's like
in a backpack. It's good to go.
Yeah, like we.
But no, where do you store it?
We put it in the closet.
Like you do everything.
Like,
put it back
in
the.
Oh, I'm gonna sound really stupid. So is biography like about me or like me?
Yeah.
Autobiography.
It's your life story.
I think I've already said this before, but point of view.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, that is so good. You better copyright that real fast, by the way.
I actually need to get on that, actually.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, you too. Yeah. We just stole it. Anyway, most surprising song that you work out to, like a surprising song that we.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, look what you made me do, right? Yeah, me too.
And her new one, again, I really like that one.
Yeah.
Oh God, you guys. Blech. Okay, a sexual position you do on camera that you don't do in real life.
Is that like one of these acrobatic positions that they ask you to do when you're filming? It's just like, you're like, I would never do, like, okay, holding somebody. I would never hold somebody and fuck them. You know how hard that is?
That was fun.
I mean, I rarely have sex standing up. Like holding someone.
Yeah, right.
You know, if you're in an elevator, like, what are you gonna do?
In the elevator? Well, not hold them, just like push them to the corner.
Okay, and in honor, we're going to be watching the Falcon and Naked Sword Mask for Mask campaign, which you are featured in. So what would you say to a Karen not wearing a mask standing next to you?
I just start call.
Oh, I love it. Kade, tell our audience where you want them to find and follow you.
You can find me on OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/Kade Maddox. You can find me on Twitter, Kade Maddox with 3 X's at the end. You can find me on Instagram, Kade__Maddox. And I think that, or you can find me all over Falcon and Naked Sword.
I was going to say, you can find him all over Falcon and Naked Sword. Congratulations. He just signed a new contract.
Thank you. It's my life.
Well, I was going to ask, what's your favorite part about being a Falcon Studios exclusive?
They treat me like a fucking king, man. Like, they are such a great company. They take care of you on set. They take care of you after set. Anything I need, I can text any of these guys any time of the day, and one of them will get back to me, if not all of them. It's just
I love that.
I have no complaints at all.
Yeah, we're lucky. I love our family.
Yeah, we're very blessed.
I love it.
It's a great team.
It is.
All right,
Thank
stay
you too
safe,
for being
Kade.
part of this campaign. It really does mean a lot to everyone, and I'm really grateful that you used your platform to try and spread the message.
No problem, man. Like this, I think we just need more people like setting an example right now. You know, like the mask, you may feel like you, so I would want people wearing a mask. It's just for her benefit. It's not always for your benefit. It doesn't mean that you're scared of the virus or your health. It's just other people, honestly. And just at the end of the day, if they found out it did work or it didn't work, all you had to do is put on a fucking mask.
Thank you. That's it. It's like, what's the big
It's
deal?
just like you have to put on pants to walk outside.
Yeah, or you know,
taking away any of your rights, you just have to put on your pants to walk outside.
Well, and
That's a
even
good
like
point.
if somebody and even if like somebody invites you to their house and they're like, "Oh, we're a no shoe house," you take off your shoes. You might be like, "Oh, okay, there goes my shoes," but you do it. I mean, that's what you do. You know, Grego.
We're not getting sent to war or anything. Like our war is wearing a mask.
Yes.
That's our war. That's
Yeah.
what we're fighting right here. So if you can't do that, then you're just not fucking worth shit, man.
Yeah, I agree. You're not operating at the same level that every human should be operating at. We're all doing this together.
Yeah, we're all in this together. Just put a fucking mask on.
Thank you so much, Kade. You stay safe. Say hi to Kevin, and hopefully we'll be partying soon.
It's good to see you, man. Y'all stay safe.
Good to see
Always
you.
good to
Love
see
you,
you.
Kate. Talk to you soon.
Kevin!
Kevin!
Hi, Kade. There he is. Oh, hey, girl.
I love your hair, Wesley.
Oh, thank you.
I'm
Hope it
loving
wins.
these curls coming out. It's nice.
Thank you. Well, I'm trying to give you something to be able to pull on too, honey.
Oh! It's a handle. Thank you, Kade.
No problem, guys.
Bye,
Thank
Kate. Love you. Hey! Bitch! Put on your mask! Shit! Probably something
I
like
love that. And where do you want the audience to find and follow you?
You guys can find me online, social media, The Wesley Woods, TheWesleyWoods. And just so they're clear, Nakedsword.com/mask for mask 2020.
Yes. All right, and we're going to take a look at this video. And that's all, folks. It's always a grab bag of fun here on The Rocks. Give us a like, a subscribe, a share. Send us nudes if you want. Head to ontherocksradioshow.com for all of our shows with a wide variety of celebrities. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay tipsy. Kurt, let's look at this video.
Hey guys, it's Bruce Beckham. Wanted to take a quick second and let you know why I'm choosing to wear a mask.
Guys, this is the only mask that matters right now. So please wear your mask.
Shirt off, mask on. That's cool.
I wear a mask because I care about you and my health.
Be sexy, be cool. You can.
Hey guys, it's Bruce Beckham. Wanted to take a quick second and let you know why I'm choosing to wear a mask.
Guys, this is the only mask that matters right now. So please wear your mask.
Shirt off, mask on. That's cool.
Hey guys, it's Bruce Beckham. Wanted to take a quick second and let you know why I'm choosing to wear a mask.
Guys, this is the only mask that matters right now. So please wear your mask.
Shirt off, mask on. That's cool.
This has been another episode of On the Rocks. Tweet me and slide into my DMs on Twitter and Instagram at On the Rocks On Air. Find everything On the Rocks for free at OnTheRocksRadioshow.com. Subscribe, like, review, and share. Until next week, stay fabulous.